Good morning, it is bright and early here at the Hotel Maricosta at Tokyo DisneySea, and we are about to start our second day in the park, and we're very excited because we're going to be going on some new attractions we have not gone on before, and seeing some areas we didn't get to spend much time in, and hopefully maybe seeing some of our favorite areas. But we also have a special lunch plan today in the Italy area, and hopefully we're finally going to try the green alien mochi. So, join us for a wonderful day at Tokyo DisneySea. Don't get to do this very often, so I'm just going to point out the window that right out there is where we're eating lunch today. And yeah, we had a very fun time out here on the canals yesterday. You can see the cast members headed to work right now. Fit check.
Today I'm wearing my Chip and Dale Best Pals t-shirt. What are you wearing, Eric?
My Chip and Dale Best Pals t-shirt. Now it's just a quick walk through the hotel for us to get to the park entrance. As we've said before, because we are staying at the Hotel Maricosta, and also this is true of other Disney hotels, we get to enter the park 15 minutes early, and that really does make a big difference. And I love how the characters greet everyone before the park officially opens. Can I go under it? Woohoo! 'Today has been very productive. First thing, of course, we got the happy entry, so we were waiting in line with all the other hotel guests waiting to get in. And then once it was time to enter, we went and got a picture with Chip because we are wearing our shirts today, so we had to do that. Then we went right over to Toy Story Midway Mania, and it's very cute over there how they have it kind of like a boardwalk. We got on there as soon as they started the attraction running. We were probably, within the first 50 guests on that one. And then we waited just a few minutes for the Tower of Terror. And Tasha, thoughts on that? Because I couldn't film much of that. The story is different. It's based on Harrison High Tower is the story, and he is modeled after Joe Rohde. But yeah, it's about this evil little idol that he gets that kind of starts to cause mischief. And thoughts?
I liked the design of the intro area. That was really great. I think it was less steep or less high than the ones at California Adventure, so the California Adventure and what was formerly MGM. Because I'd ridden both of those before, but I think it was better at building suspense because I felt very scared before I got on the ride. But yeah, I don't think the drop was as steep. Yeah, it was very fun.
Yeah, the story was more scary and intense, but the actual drops was less intense than the other ones, like Tasha said, and also less intense than Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. But the thing I thought most interesting is culturally everyone is very quiet on all the attractions and not a lot of hooping and hollering, but on this one, as soon as the lights went out, there was lots of nervous chatter and then there was actual screaming when we were going, so that was exciting. The other thing that was interesting is they had seat belts with a shoulder strap on these, so you can't quite get the airtime you can in the US parks. But now we're headed off to find more areas we haven't really spent too much time in yet, so here we go. All right, so as we were walking to our next area, we saw a treat that we've been wanting to try, and it is...
An UkiW Bun.
An UkiW Bun. I don't know how to say anything here, but look. We'll pull it out of the thing so you can officially see it, but it's shaped like Mickey and kind of like one of those raft life preserver things, so... Okay, first bite of this bad boy. Love how it's soft and warm. The bread's very delicious. The filling's very good too. I'm not getting as much chicken as I thought, but yeah, it's very tasty. I like the seasoning on it. Very, very good.
Delicious.
Alright, we just got off Aquatopia, and basically it is a little ride that drives you around in, it looks like you're on water, but it's just a few inches of water driving around, kind of a little track. To me, there was a lot more going backwards and a lot more spinning than I thought, but definitely not a must-do by any means, but a cute little attraction.
It was cute. So it's meant to be trackless, but you can kind of see the tracks like from the water, so I think if they fix that, it would be kind of fun, because you know it's cool. It looks like you're all kind of floating together, then you know you almost run into a waterfall, so the herky-jerkiness, a little herky-jerky, but it makes for good surprises.
Yes, I agree with all of that. And here is a monkey over here. You don't see this guy out very often. No, it's just one of his monkey things. So. Alright, this has been a long time in the making, but we just found the green alien mochi. There is custard, chocolate, and strawberry, so we're going to try it, but this is one of the things everyone says you need to get when you're here, so we're excited to try it. And yeah, they're looking adorable and delicious. First one we're going to try. Look at that cuteness. Okay, here we go. First one ever. This one's strawberry. Very good. Very chewy, but very delicious. Alright, we need to catch you up to speed on what we have been doing. So, we rode the magic carpets, but they were very strict on the no filming rule.
A very short line.
Yes, it was only 5 minutes.
What's different than the Dumbo ride is you can not only move it up and down, but you can also kind of move it side to side.
Yeah, I kind of do this kind of like wavy thing. So
it was really fun.
So that was fun, and then we went over and I'll show you in a second, but we went to a gift shop and I got a Shandu stuffed animal, and he's a shoulder buddy.
And the employees are loving it.
Yeah, no, so if I would have known this earlier, I would have done it. Maybe that's why everyone around here is carrying around stuffed animals, but everyone greeted Shandu like as we'd walk in, and at first I was like, oh, do they want, like, is there something I'm supposed to do with him? But no, that was just all greeting him.
Shandu is a good person to know.
Yeah, so he was very popular. And then we went on the Magic Lamp Theater, and how that one works. Tasha, do you want to break it down of that one?
Yeah, so you walk into an area, an animatronic snake kind of gives you an introduction, then you go into the theater, and the theater is sort of like a hybrid of a live action performance magic show, but also a 3D film. And I think that ride, I think, is the best weight to entertainment ratio I've experienced in any park ever. Very short wait, but it's a pretty long, substantial show.
Yeah.
And the magic act was really cool. The live performers were great. And the 3D genie, also very cool. So even though it was in Japanese, and I think both of us kind of missed a lot of the actual words, we still could get a general idea of the story, and it was just kind of a cool spectacle to see the live magic tricks.
Yeah, so it was very cool. And like Tasha was saying, like, even though there was clearly jokes that people were laughing at that I was not getting, but the fact that I could tell, okay, like, it's this magician who's jealous of the genie, and so they've kind of locked up the genie because he wants to do his own magic show, but then the nice little apprentice lets out the genie, and then it's like, you get it's very clever how they do it. So it was very fun, so that was fun to see. And then it was the next thing we did, we did Raging Spirits. So we had a fast pass, or a 40th anniversary priority pass for Raging Spirits, and we did that last night, but it was very fun in the sun today. So,
and we got the front car, which is really special.
We got the front car, so that was awesome. And then we finally made dreams come true, and we got the green alien mochi that you saw, and here's our review of that. I absolutely love them, and I want to get more of them. My favorite flavor was probably the custard.
Yeah, they were really good. So because of the flavors, there was strawberry, custard, chocolate. I think I assumed they were going to be kind of like the Americanized ice cream mochi, but they're not ice cream. And the pounded rice was so perfect, sticky. Like they tasted really delicious. I mean, they weren't 100% authentic because they weren't filled with the red bean paste, but the outside pounded rice was. I was expecting kind of like one of those ice cream mochis you'd get in America, but no, these are pretty close to the real deal and super cute and fun to eat.
Yeah, it was very good. And the price, it was 400 yen, and so
which is $2.68 for 3.
Yes, for 3. 3 of those. Like, once again, in America, you would be paying so much more for that. So, anyway, now we're going to head towards our lunch appointment, but we'll see how far we get. So, awesome day here so far, and we're getting a lot done this morning. Alright, so we are here having lunch at Restaurante D Canaletto. I said that all wrong, so Tasha will correct it in a second. I don't speak Italian, Japanese, or English, but it has great views. Here we are on the little porch thing here, the patio, and yeah, you can see our hotel room in the background, but absolutely beautiful.
Ristorante di Canaletto, like canal, little canal, Canaletto.
So we are diving in here. I got the chef recommended pasta, which has 4 mushrooms, and so far it is delicious. Here's what that looks like. And Tasha, what did you get?
I got the carbonara, and it is also very delicious. It has eggplant, some mushrooms, so very good.
And we also got a margarita pizza that is supposedly very hot right now, but it looks delicious. So, very, very good. Our final thoughts on the restaurant where we ate lunch. So
the setting was unbelievable. Totally worth it just for the beautiful views of the canals. The pizza was decent. The pasta was decent. I'd say it's really good, but you know, probably comparable to a mid-range American Italian restaurant. But what really made it special was the atmosphere. So I would highly recommend it if you can get reservations the way Eric did.
Yeah, and I totally agree. As far as the food, it was very good food, but it was not like oh palo wow, you know, as far as Italian food. But the view and getting to sit out on the patio, I would recommend asking if you can do that. We said we were okay either way, but thankfully we got out on the patio, and it was absolutely beautiful. So highly recommend, and it was delicious, and the cost was not bad for the 2 of us.
Yeah, so we had 2 pastas, a pizza, and then I got an iced coffee, and it was I think $40.
Yeah, so $40 for all of that. Like each of those items could have, like each of the main dishes could have easily been $20, and you know, so it could have easily been in the 70s or 80s for that. But
I feel like you spend more for 2 people at Sweet Green in the U.S.
Agreed. So it was delicious. So highly recommend. Back at home, we have a friend by the name of Bob.
Bob from Chicago.
And
he's a loyal follower of this channel.
Yes.
Shout out to Bob.
And he loves magnets more than anything else. And he has a very particular style of magnet. And we've been looking around the parks to find that. We haven't found that, but we found a magnet.
A funny story about how we arrived across this magnet. We were standing in front of this display, and we were both going, where are the magnets? Then I picked up this little stuffed toy, and I was like, what is this? What does it do? And then I looked at it a little more closely, and this says Magunetto. And then we realized they were in front of us all along.
Life lessons here, life lessons. So, Bob, a magnet's coming your way.
船で巡る東京ディズニーシーの旅、どうぞお楽しみください。
So we just went on the Tokyo Disney Steamliner. There's like a Mediterranean stop, a Lost River Delta stop, and also there's one in the Cape Cod area, or American waterfront, it says. So it's very fun, and it's a very efficient way to get around the park. And
yeah, virtually no line, and a really pleasant view. Good way to see the park and to sort of like relax during a busy day.
Yeah, so you can get basically around the whole park in like 20 minutes basically is what it took us. Like honestly, no wait, even though there was a crowd each time. Now we're gonna probably head for a nap, but yeah, so far so good. Alright, so we are in the Teddy Roosevelt Lounge, and if there's one thing that we feel as fit as, it's a bull moose, and so why not come here? What do you think of the ambiance?
It's very nice. Yeah, it's a great atmosphere.
So this is on the like sailing ship that they have, the big kind of ocean liner, the Columbia, I believe. And so we are on here. They give you, I think, a 70-minute limit to stay in here, something like that. But we're just having a quick little beverage, 2 non-alcoholic beverages before we go and see Big Band Beat. So yeah. All right, so we just got done at the Teddy Roosevelt Lounge, and the theming of that place was so detailed.
Yeah. A lot of animal decor, portraits of Teddy Roosevelt from all of his eras.
So many eras that we didn't even know about. The boxing era, of course we knew about the Huntsman and but just lots of different ones. So I had the Mermaid Lagoon non-alcoholic drink, and it was very tasty. It had peach in there, and yeah, vanilla ice cream. It was very good. I'm not sure if I would go back just for the drink. I wish they had more food options. They only had one main food dish we could have done. So originally I was like, oh, let's do dinner there, but the food option didn't look good. But if you're into having a beverage, it's a nice place for that. How was your drink?
It was very good. I got an iced coffee float, so it was an iced coffee with a scoop of ice cream in it that melted and tasted really delicious. I think our total for both of our drinks was like $14. So very affordable considering the atmosphere.
Yeah, for that atmosphere, it was as grand as all the pictures you see of Club 33. Like, it was that nice. So it was very, very nice. So I would definitely go back to see the location if I hadn't seen the location before. But yeah, I just wish they had some more food items if you wanted to munch a little bit more than that. So, but now we're going to head to the theater to see the Big Band Beat. So we won't be able to film anything in there because it is no cameras, but we will let you know how the show is. And also, look how cute the Toy Story area is back there. It's adorable, all lit up. So yeah, here we go. Let's talk about Big Band really quick. We went and saw the Big Band show, and it is basically a review of from the 20s to the 40s swing and jazz music, and I liked it overall. There was lots of great dancing. Mickey played the drums, and that was amazing. Like, the drum part was amazing. The dancers all did a great job. There was people doing splits. Mickey did the splits at one point, so that was all good. Interesting, it wasn't an America part of the park, but it was all pretty much in English. Like, it was all in English.
Yeah.
So that took me by surprise. But yeah, I liked it overall. I liked the show in Fantasyland better that we saw a few days ago, but what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I liked the costumes a lot, but I think that the dancers to me seemed like they were all very talented, but I think like some were more talented than others. That's how I would put it. But Mickey,
yeah, there were two that came out, like, you clap for two specific ones at the end, but then the rest, yeah, were.
I was gonna say Mickey playing the drums was super impressive. Like, I know they had like drums recording, but he was actually like playing them. He could clearly play, so that was very cool.
He is a talented mouse, so very fun show, and I would definitely recommend trying to go and see it when you're here. But yeah, if you only got to choose one between the Fantasyland one and this one, I personally would say the Fantasyland one. All right, we got done with our dinner at Volcanica or something like that restaurant, and mine was delicious. The spring rolls were very good. The fried rice was absolutely delicious. I almost ate it all, and I think I put on like 5 pounds, so that's too bad. But yeah, and the cake, I really like the cake, but your thoughts?
Yeah, my tofu was very good, and I just love the cakes here. I love the ones that have the kind of whipped cream frosting, because it's just not as sweet as like a buttercream, so it just feels lighter, even though it's not actually lighter. It's just easier to eat and so delicious.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. It's a much lighter taste, and so it doesn't seem as filling or like too much at the end of the meal. It feels like just the right sweetness to end. So very, very good. And the one thing we have been finding is a lot of their little stores and treat booths close sooner than the park. Like, some of them were closing at like 5 and 6 p.m. Like, yeah. Anyway, I feel like that's too early for ice cream shops to close. So that's one of my few complaints here, is just they close things early. But now we're going to go to the ride that changed lives left and right, the Voyage of Sinbad.
ほらチャンドゥ、みんなに挨拶して。さあ冒険に出発だ。最高の宝物を見つけよう。危険な地図はないけど宝物。
All right, we just got off Sinbad's storybook voyage for the second time. Tasha was a good sport to come with me a second time.
Well, actually, I came with Shandu the second time.
Oh, that is true. Everyone, so all the cast members have been liking us so much more ever since I got this shoulder buddy. Like, they greet him and they talk to him, where before they liked us but didn't love us. So it's been a game changer. So get a shoulder buddy if you're visiting here. But yeah, such a cute little attraction. If you go and look up the words in English online, it will mean more to you because it's very tender. But it's very, very cute. And Alan Menken wrote all the music for it. So very fun attraction. Alright, we are wrapping up the day. Just outside of our window, we can hear them making the announcement that the park is officially closed for the day, but it was an absolutely wonderful day at Tokyo DisneySea, our second day there, and we basically accomplished everything we wanted to. Any highlights for you, Tasha?
Really like Tower of Terror.
Yeah, Tower of Terror.
That was fun. Even just the boat rides around the park were fun. Yeah, it was a really great day. Definitely the best Disney park that I have ever been to. I think not only does it feel really immersive, but I think like the sea is kind of a unifying element. Makes everything feel like it's part of like the same cinematic universe. So I think, one of the cool things about Magic Kingdom or Tokyo Disneyland is, like there's a different world. It feels like every few feet almost, right? You can go from Tomorrowland to Adventureland. But here, all of the different lands, even though they're very distinct, like, Cape Cod is very distinct from like a Little Italy, but it feels just sort of more unified in a really cool way. So you feel like you never really step out of the dream.
Yeah, no, it's amazing how they did it, and so much detail, and so many vistas that just as you approach them, they're amazing to look at. So definitely worth making the trip over here. It's just a 11 to 13 to 14 hour flight. No big deal, But
I think the tickets for us were $56.
Yeah,
US. So yeah. Disney math.
Yeah, so yes, the food was all cheaper here. So far the merchandise has been cheaper and the tickets were a lot cheaper. But yes, so
use your airline points. Come over. It's worth it.
So hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please give a like. Consider subscribing because we still have more adventures coming tomorrow at Tokyo Disneyland and also some more adventures coming in Tokyo itself. So thanks so much for watching and we'll see y'all again real soon.
Good night.
Bye.